Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain you the separation of mixtures by using more than one method from the lesson 5 separation of substances. We have studied some methods for the separation of substances from their mixture. Often, one method is not sufficient to separate different substances present in a mixture. That means we cannot use only one method to separate the different substances present in a particular type of mixture. That means if a mixture it contains more than two things, then it is not possible for us to separate the different types of that means mixture, to separate the different types of mixture by using one method. So in such situation we need to use more than one method. Say for example, if we want to separate sand and salt from their mixture, what we have to do, or how many methods we should use to separate sand and salt from their mixture. So for separating sand and salt from their mixture, we should take here the mixture of sand and salt. Then we have to add here water. So what we will see that salt, it will dissolve in water. Clear? And if we leave the beaker aside for some time, clear? So what we will see here, we will see the sand settles at the bottom of the beaker. So this is the sand. And what we will see there is a layer just above the sand, which is the water layer along with salt. Clear? Now what we have to do now? We have to separate the sand by decantation and filtration. So this is the beaker and here is the water which contains salt. So we can write salty water or salty solution, and here is the sand. So we can separate this water. So this particular water we can separate by decantation and filtration. So these are the two processes by which we can separate sand from water, that is salty water. Now if we heat the water which contains salt, so this is the water, and now if we heat it, then what we will see, that water starts boiling. Yes, and we can collect it through condensation. So if we keep here that means a pan which contains ice cubes, and when this vapor it comes in contact with this particular pan, that means which contains the ice cubes, it starts to condense to form the droplets of water. So these are the water droplets. Clear? So this process is called condensation. So this is the process of condensation. Now what we will see the salt will remain behind in the beaker by forming the crystals. These are the salt crystals. Clear? So, what we can say now? We can say that yes, we can separate salt, sand and water using the processes of number 1 is decantation, then number 2 filtration, then number 3 evaporation, and lastly the process of condensation. So this is one example where we can see that yes, we can separate the different substances from its mixture by more than one method. So here, to separate salt, sand and salt from their mixture, so what we can write here, we can separate sand and salt from their mixture by how many processes? Number 1 decantation, number 2 filtration, number 3 evaporation, and number 4 is condensation. So these are the different processes by which we can separate salt, water and sand. Is clear now?